people are now like, yo, I'm trying to be in your video. And the good guy that I am, I put them in my video.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Instead of being petty, is to make you understand that same person you didn't shit is that same person that was nice enough and humble enough to say, I want to work with you. And the thing is, when you are chasing a goal, you're not all the way okay up here. My sister tells me all the time, I might be a little bit crazy, you know what I mean? Like, knock on wood. This is wood, I'll knock on wood over there, but okay, perfect. But
to another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mendable Hustler Podcast. I'm your boy G, and with my co-host Atoa. We have a very special guest with us today, Reggie Cash. Reggie Cash, thank you for coming on our podcast. I love your platform, and you have a very funny platform. You know, what you do is very, very unique, and of course, that you claim you're that content king. You know what I mean? I like that. When people are very afraid to put like high names to themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like myself, I'm not afraid to like, I call myself a beast because it just helps me, push me to claim that name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what you when you say content king, and I can see that you push yourself to, you know, make sure the contents that keep coming. So I just appreciate that. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But before we go on and on, I wanna like you to introduce yourself for those who don't know you.
Alright, well, I'm Reggie Cash, aka Cash Boy Reg, aka Content King, aka I make you laugh, aka you just watch, you know what I'm saying? So I make funny videos on Instagram, I host the biggest parties, and I'm just a funny personality. I'm larger than life, I'm a public figure, I'm all of the above, and thank you guys for having me. Truly, it means a lot to be
That's
here.
What's up, bro. That's what's up. Man, like I don't even know where to start. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah,
we
got a few things.
Yeah, I think one of the things that the main things that I really wanted to ask you that I don't know, it's your background. You know, because we watch all these videos, but people be like, is he African? Is he Asian?
Is he American?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So a lot of people, like, even for me, like, I know you for a good time now, but I really didn't have a better understanding, like, where is he from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm Haitian. I was born in Haiti. Left Haiti at 1.5. I don't even remember clearly. And grew up in Ottawa. Born and raised in Ottawa. You could pretty much say.
How old when you came in Canada?
I was 1.5.
Oh, so you were a baby, okay.
Yeah, literally almost born here pretty much.
Okay.
And from Ottawa, Ontario. My mom moved here first. And the reason why my mom came here is because growing up in Haiti for her, out of all her siblings, they chose her not to go to school and to take care of the family.
Oh, wow.
And my mom never wanted to have that for her kids, and she always wanted her kids to be raised in a bigger country and to have all the things that she couldn't have, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle came here first, and my uncle's kind of like my mom in the sense where he grinds, man. Like, this guy's been on his own from time, and he wants to do everything he wants to do.
Yeah.
So my mom followed suit, and after shortly my mom gave birth to me, my mom had an infection in her eye, so she required, I like to say, roughly over 15 eye surgeries. She had something, a cyst in her eye, and it couldn't remove. And pretty much when we came here, we stayed in Vanier for a little bit, and then I grew up most of my childhood in Gloucester.
Also, you stayed in Vanier for
Yeah.
Because I know that how you have the French because Creole is very close to French.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know why you French is your
French is
your
actually
main,
my first language.
Yeah.
And then family. So moved to Gloucester. I don't remember the age, but I like to say maybe around 7, 8. Stayed there till I was probably 14. Then I've been in Orleans ever since. So yeah, Haitian background, audible men's, like I like to say it, and
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I see, I watch on Instagram or like sometimes on Facebook, how you glorify your moms, bro. I love that, bro. Because I do the same thing, because what moms does for us, man. Yeah. And a lot of people don't seem to appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like especially for my mom. What she did for us, I can never. You know what I mean? I can never pay her back. So for me, just do whatever in my power to make sure she's happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
And show her that we appreciate her to the fullest. But like the way you do your moms, bro. Even like you have your moms on some skits that you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just so comfortable. Like it's really like you show the audience that this is me, this is my family, you know what I mean? You're not afraid to show who you are at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's great, man. That's great. And before I go forward, my co-host Toro.
Okay. So we're glad to have you on the podcast. We're glad to diving into your creative process in developing your sketches for Instagram. So for a lot of us as audience, we tend to sort of forget the hard work that goes into creating your sketches, right? So could you please provide like a summary of what your sketches were at the beginning when you started to what they are today?
Yeah, so when I started making videos, and do you all want the whole background?
Something brief.
Something brief? Okay, so like I went to the outside high school.
Yeah.
It's an art school, and I was like put in this random video class. So like think about a class that had like computers like this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the flip am I doing here?
Yeah.
So then made videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that actually carried on until I got into university. So the reason why I started making videos, so I had flunked the midterm, and it's going to be 10 years. So if I remember correctly, October 27, 2011, I started my first YouTube channel.
Okay. So
when I started making the videos, it was off of frustration. It was like, yo, what the flip is going on? I was venting, I was renting, because that's what I'm apparently good at doing. But that's how I started making the vids. Yeah. And then fast forward over time, one of my boys in the class, we slowly developed a connection and a strategy on, okay, let's actually make something to make people laugh.
Okay.
So how do we do this? We decided to create
the
stories.
whole purpose was always to make people laugh.
Yeah, so the whole purpose was always to make people laugh, and just with creative ideas. And to answer your question specifically, honestly, I try to put anything that I can that has anything with my day, anything that has with my life. Okay. And my mind races, bro. Like I could think about the randomest stuff, and then I'll just, okay, fuck, let's put this. Can I say fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, but so yeah, shit.
You, man.
So yeah, so like I was like, shit, like I can like let's make a video about, I don't know, like don't step on my Jordans, for example.
Yeah.
Or like let's try to like make a video about us trying to get the best Jordans ever, and let's turn it into a skit, but also a real life story because we do want the Jordans, but let's exaggerate that. So the creative process behind it was an exaggeration of day-to-day life, and that's how we do it.
Has that process changed at all over the years?
It has. It actually has. So nowadays, the process is more like, what are people related? Like, what do people relate to? Let's make people laugh with things they can relate. Because the world now is going so fast.
Right.
The attention span is less than 20 seconds. So you want to captivate people with something they relate to. Yeah. Back in the day, 10 years ago, people had a bit more time. But back in like 10 years ago, it was 2 minutes. Yeah. That was like 2 minutes was a short video. There's no way people are watching 2-minute videos now. Yeah. It's impossible. So now it's more like, let's make videos that people can relate to, and that's how we do it. You know.
Yeah. I think we got to really ahead of ourselves. I wanted to really just like speak about a little bit of figure out, like, let's just say high school, when you're still trying to figure out who you are, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in high school, I always knew I wanted to be a star.
Okay.
I always said, I'm going to be a star. Like, it doesn't matter how it is, how it's going to be. I'm going to be a star. But what does that mean? It meant that, like, if I was going to be a teacher, for example, I'm going to be the best teacher ever. My mentality was, like, always be the best that you can be at whatever you do.
Yeah.
And pretty much for me, I knew that I wanted to be some way, somehow in the entertainment world. And I just followed life, to be honest with you. So for me, the city, I love the city with all my heart. And Ottawa has a worker's mentality. And with the Haitian background in me, and you know Haitian people, just the way we never give up, we never stop. And I just find myself always feeling like the underdog, because I always feel like I gotta do more, because I'm trying to do what this city represents, which is, it's a blue collar city. And you're just trying to grind every day. So for me, like, growing up in the city was tough, because in high school, I was known, like, don't get me wrong, but I always found myself trying to fit in until I started making videos. Once I started making videos, I found my purpose in life. Once I started hosting, I found my purpose in life. And my purpose in life was to, number one, captivate people's imaginations. Number two, to help people. So for me is,
of course, be themselves.
Be themselves.
Yeah.
So let me captivate you by the way that I'm trying to make you laugh. And that's I would say my grind in the city, just my upbringing, really. And I put my heart on my sleeve when it comes to Ottawa. I love Ottawa to death.
That's great.
Okay, the next question goes back to one of the things that you said in terms of adapting to today's time.
Yeah.
Right. So the question goes, how have you adapted in terms of, like, creating your sketches and to target your audience, of course, but while still maintaining your true self?
So, contrary to when I first started, I have a bit of help now. So I kind of have, like, a team around me where they're gonna say, hey, you should make a video about this, or yo, this is your next video.
This is the great thing when you have a bigger audience, right?
So people are like, yo, you need to do this, because what's happening is when I say I'm the content king, is I'm pushing material.
Yes.
And it's funny because I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie.
And one of the things too, when I see that, because you're so comfortable working with anybody, like, you have so many collabs that this is why you're claiming the content king. It's great, bro, because you saying that and you putting that out there, it pushes you, right? It pushes you because you gotta prove it. This is why I call myself the content king. And then when I see you working with so many people and people really believing that, yo, I want to work with this guy, I want to, you know what I mean? And especially even girls who have different platforms. It's not even about comedy. They want to work with you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the girls was crazy to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The girls was like, randomly, it's like, yo, I want to be in your video. I want to be in your video. Like, what? Huh?
And you just have, like, okay, what kind of video can we make?
Not really, because to me, it's like I'm not quick to jump on someone wanting to be in a video, just because it's like, what is that person bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you bringing to me?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for me if I'm going to someone that I want to be in their video.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same aspect of creating a video where you have your big plan, you have your American plan, you have your small plan, and this is the idea. And this is the reason why I want to make this idea with you, because your demographic, for example, targets something that I'm looking for. You see what I'm saying?
That's good, bro.
So, yeah. And just for your question as well, can you say it again?
It's the question was, like, how have you adapted today's time while still maintaining your true self? So again, right, going back to my boys, my friends, my team are helping me push out contents, push out material. But what happens is you kind of see the adapt with all the content creators, and you kind of follow the flow. It's hard to explain it, but it's kind of like how you see music today's generation, and like, hey, this is a new trend, you know, like
people doing the same.
So people doing the same. So for me to stay relevant, it's me adding my twist to it. So like, if you're telling me, for example, yo, like, I'll give you an example, different type of cheaters, and I'm talking about like different type of people that cheat during an exam. I had that idea, and I'm like, everybody relates to it, or some people relate to it, and then now let's add the Reggie flavor. So like, what am I gonna put? My personality, my boisterousness, stuff like that of that sort. So you try to add your authenticity. I can even say it now. Just be authentic,
right,
and add your personality to it. And that's how I stay true to myself. That's how I stay true to the comedy, because I put my spice into it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But like, one of the things that I wanted to ask you is like, were you like in the beginning, were you always comfortable on camera?
So, okay, I'm gonna
because look, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who always like have the will, I wanna do comedy, but they're not comfortable to be in the camera. You know what I mean? They don't have the confidence. So would you can you say what you did for you to build that confidence, for you to be able to do the skits that you're doing now? Because you're doing like skits like 20 like 3+ minute skits. You know what I mean? Like you're actually acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, when the camera opens, I just switch. You know what I mean? But the thing is, over time, I realized that
you get comfortable. The more you do it,
you get comfortable with the camera, but you try to also be yourself.
Right.
Because a lot of times, and I've seen it, bro. Like people, the camera comes in, yo, what? Like no. Like for me, I'm me.
Right.
The only thing that changed over the years is my energy. Because I'm not as crazy I used to be in front of the camera. Because I wasn't really who I really am. I'm calm now.
Okay, like yeah, it's for all of us, because as we grow, we're still trying to find who am I? You know what I mean? With more experience, with more wisdom, of course you find out, okay, I'm comfortable with this person now. Okay, now how can I develop this person to be the person that I'm gonna be comfortable seeing, like, you know, moving ahead.
Or would you say that you're much more filtered? You know the situations in which you are very highly energetic, and situations where you have to be much more reserved, much more controlled.
You don't need to be all crazy out.
Yeah, I don't need to be all crazy, but also one thing too, I just need to be myself. So the biggest thing was, and I was always comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
To answer your question. However, I wasn't always myself in front of the camera.
Right.
So I learned to be like, damn, this interview is being deep. I'm going deep. Like,
it's good, bro.
I was never.
And let's stay on this topic because
I was never me. Like it's like I was forcing it, and my boy at the time was like, yo, just chill, relax. Like I'll start like, let's go on my, like, you know what it is, yo, it's your boy Cash Boy Reg, live and direct, and we're gonna do this, and I'm on the podcast. Shout out to G, shout out to Arturo. And like, yo, relax, Reg, relax, breathe. Okay, hi guys, what's going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I just give you guys a dose into how I flip the script, and how when the camera's on, it's like this is work to me, this is passion, but at the same time, it wasn't being me, and now we're just being calm and we're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Try to find yourself in how you want to be when you're in front of the camera, and it's not evident for everybody.
Bro, it's funny how you just said it, how like you find yourself like of course, and like in the past, right, you were like, you seeing yourself forcing it and just to get the people's reaction. I'm actually about to I did a little motivational clip, and I'm saying I took like 2.5 months break from social media, and I'm pretty much just saying that I found myself like I was stuck, and I was trying to like, there's a moment I was creating content for the Sleep Playground page, and I found myself forcing, and it's just like, yo, this is not me. I'm forcing, and because I got my mind got stuck on seeing, like comparing myself to other people. You know, people who are like constantly making content. But in my mind, not knowing these people being themselves, they're creating. Me, I'm forcing because I'm trying to compete. Because it's not about competing against them, it's about competing against yourself.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because you're trying to be yourself, you know what I mean? You're trying to find people to relate to you. People to get inspired by you, by seeing you seeing your story, they seeing your growth, you know. So like that's great what you say that when you say that, because a lot of us, when we see other people, especially people who are doing better than us, instead of us focus on the things that we have, we focus on the things that we don't have.
True.
You know what I mean? And like we get lost. And like you imagine when you like just say you have so many ideas, you're writing down on the next skits that you're planning to do, and then you get stuck on watching other people or seeing. You know what I mean? It's just like I said on the previous episode. It's like when you go to the gym, you see people lifting 40s, but you can only lift 20s. But like instead of us just like knowing or realizing that person being working out longer than you know, that person be putting in a lot of work, but you just started, but you already comparing to that person. That's pretty much the whole concept. You know what I mean? It's just don't compete against anybody, compete against yourself. You know what I mean? That it's great, man. It's great.
I like that. I like you said that, because every day is a battle to be a better you.
Yes, yeah. And that's what the Sleep Less Grind More page is all about. You know, it's like, and I say like, thank God for another day, another grind, another bless, another day for us to better ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's all about like being better than you were the day before.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And when I see you like always being relevant, just coming with new stuff and something like, yo, you know, it inspires me, and it makes me
and you inspire me too, bro.
Yeah,
straight up.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question goes back to adaptability. So you've already answered the fact that you have to adapt. You had to adjust your sketches over time because your audience is looking for something new, something fresher, or something that's more trendy, right? In regards to today, politics is heavily integrated within our lives, right? How have you adapted your sketches with the politics that are around it? Because I'm sure you have to be very careful with the kind of things that you put out there. Right? So how have you adapted with that?
Honestly, it's always been good to me, man, because I don't want to offend anybody. My comedic style has never been to offend anybody. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about sex, gender, whatever the case may be. I stay far away from that. I don't think it's funny to talk about it. That's just me. I've never been the type of person to make jokes on that, whatever the case may be. I love people because you're human beings. And I love people that just have a great soul, great heart. And I feel like where we at right now is we need to focus less on the politics, the religion, the sex, and just how can you be a better person? How can you contribute to this world? How can you stop global warming? How can you stop somebody from killing somebody? And a lot of people, they just want to like put the emphasis on, like this religion or sexual orientation. It doesn't matter to me because I don't ever want to make a joke about that. I don't ever want to put that on camera. I don't even swear in my videos. I used to. I don't. If you look at my videos, I don't swear. I swear a lot outside of the camera. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot of crazy
because you want like different audience to listen to it, to watch the videos,
you know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
And I'll tell you guys a story. It's like I got people around the world that all send me messages that'll tell me, yo, your videos changed my day. You know what I mean? Like your videos made my day. And I have to take into consideration everything when I am building content to not offend their religion, their sexual orientation, because that person probably looks at me like, yo, you're a real one. So for me, it's like, I've never been that type. Like that's, if people want that hardcore comedy, they can go see Dave Chappelle or whatever, but that's not me. And it'll never be me. So for me, it's always been easy to just find things people relate to and just cater to that. And I'm not an extremist in terms of, I don't push the envelope. I stay in my lane, like they say. I stay in my lane and I do my thing.
That's good, man. That's good. So like now I'm going back to high school. So high school.
Yeah, high school's been on.
Graduated from high school.
2011.
Oh, same year as me.
Yeah.
Graduated in 2011.
28, bro.
So,
jeez.
What was the plan after high school? What did you
So the plan was, damn. The plan was to actually go into theater. into acting.
Okay. You didn't have no plan of going to college or university?
I went to university.
Okay.
I went to acting first, but then I switched up to communications.
Which university you go to?
Ottawa.
Oh, you went to Ottawa?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little key man.
Yeah.
So once I went to Ottawa U,
Yeah.
I started into theater because I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to find my way on the big screens.
Yeah.
But here's the thing where we're talking about like development of yourself, or like character development, right?
Yeah.
I quickly realized that I've always had a fear of being stuck in a character psychologically. And I've always realized that my mental health is more important than anything.
A quick question on that. Were you method acting by doing so? Because I think a lot of method actors do have that fear of being stuck. Because method actor basically put themselves in that role.
What is method? What is that? Can you define that?
It's basically where you envelop everything about that character. You never go out of character, even when the director is not filming. So you basically
how you say that?
Envelop.
No,
So
envelop. No, what you just said.
you imitate whatever your character.
No, method
acting.
Method acting. Okay.
So to answer your question, the goal would be, I would say that.
Okay.
See, I didn't even know there was a terminology to it, to be very honest with you. But knowing the type of person I am, I wanted to learn how to, for example, be in a movie, become a character to the best of my abilities. But I always had a fear to be stuck in that character.
Oh,
a lot of people don't think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I've always said it like this: I'm me. And I've always had that fear, and people always be like, but you're thinking deep. Well, I have to think deep.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, I'm taking this very seriously. It's like hosting. There's 10,000 people looking at you. People want you to like turn up. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've always said it, if I'm going into the acting, I'm gonna be the best actor. And then I realized that I never wanted to be anybody else but me.
Right.
And that's where, if you go on my page, you see public figure.
Yeah.
Because I'm me, because I'm making funny videos, I'm doing this. If
You're trying to not just stick to one thing.
Exactly.
Not just skits.
Exactly.
You want to do all that.
Exactly. We want to move on and then go to business and stuff like that.
Okay.
So for me, acting was the love, right? Because being young in high school, 18 years old, you doing these funny videos like in class, and then you're like, geez, I think I can be good because you're able to make people laugh. You're able to embody a character.
Yeah.
But I've always had a fear of memorizing a script. I've always had a fear of being stuck in a character. Because I've never wanted to be called by that character that I'm myself. And acting was dope to me.
But so acting is not...
I don't know, I'm on the fence.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a lot of psychiatrists when I get to that point, you know. I'm gonna need a lot of psychiatrists.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need somebody strong with me to help me break down more and realize, okay, this is me. And I'm
So
good.
okay, how about this?
Another way that I'm interpreting his explanation is that he wanted to be an actor and not be considered by the performance that he did as that actor. He basically wanted to be a very flexible actor that's able to play many different roles. That's his explanation.
Yeah, but at the same time, not be stuck to the role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll give you an example. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, much respect.
Yeah.
But when I look at Michael B. Jordan act, I just see Michael B. Jordan. I have a hard time taking that role. No, but I just have a hard time. Maybe it's the acting, maybe it's something. But I'll give you an example. When you look at Denzel can be that dude from Training Day, but then off the camera it's Denzel. Yeah. For me, I was learning to become that character, but I was scared to just not learn how to become myself. And I know it sounds a bit like I'm scared and stuff like that, but it's things like that I took very seriously. Maybe one day I'll act. You never know. You never know. Maybe I found the perfect script and I can't say it.
So like, just like, you know, the way you were saying, like, imagine somebody that watches your clips, your skits, you know, they think when they see you in real life, you're the same guy.
Yeah, rude awakening.
You know what I mean? You're the same guy. But what's the reaction when people see you?
It's funny because I get a few different reactions,
Yeah.
you know, like from guys. It's like, oh shit, yo, my nigga, yo, what? Yo, you kill me, bro.
Yeah.
And then girls is like, yo, you're so funny, or like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're actually cute. And we're like, what? I was ugly? The fuck? What's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the reaction is always love, and I'm like, thank you so much. But definitely, a lot of people when they think
surprise.
when they think I'm like gonna be hyped up, it's like, you're calmer than I thought. Like, I go to Spurs, like they think I'm like gonna make you laugh type thing. I'm not gonna make you laugh. I'm not here to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just chill. We vibing, and I'm just being me. You know, a lot of people think like, yo, are you gonna crack jokes? I don't crack jokes. I'm not a comedian. What's wrong with you? Is this Kevin Hart? Come on now.
So would you consider yourself if you're not a comedian?
I consider myself a content creator.
Content creator.
I'm a content creator. I make funny content to make people laugh.
So what's the difference between a comedian and a funny content creator?
So a content creator to me is someone, and the title is brand new. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if we really talk about it, I'm talking about something that's probably been like, quote unquote, like 10 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
From the YouTube 2010 era.
Yeah.
Or you could even say maybe 2006. And a content creator, this is where people get confused, right? They're doing too much. I just make funny videos. I make you laugh and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm not a stand-up comedian. To me, a comedian, again, can be a content creator. But the essence of a comedian is someone that makes people laugh. My essence is to make you laugh with my content, but I don't have that pressure to make you laugh outside of my content. Outside of the confines of Instagram, of YouTube, when you see me on the streets, it's that guy that makes Instagram videos. It's not that guy that makes the world tours and like, hey, I'm at comedy clubs. You know, I stay in my lane again.
Saying jokes.
You know, I stay in my lane. I wasn't blessed with the art of comedy. I was blessed with the art of funny, but not that type of funny.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is the first time I actually perfectly explained it. I find.
That's good, bro. Because a lot of people need to know this. A lot of people like just wondering, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like before I'd be like, I'm a host, I'm an entertainer,
Yeah.
I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I'm
Just like I remember the last time we were having a conversation at the gym, and you were like, "Yo, I do a lot. I do this. I do this. I do that. I do that." But you know what I mean? You don't really have.
You know what they say, right?
Yeah.
A jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
No,
Yeah.
jack of all trades. What's this quote again? It's you do everything, but you're a master of nothing. Something like that. You know? What's the quote?
I know what you're saying. I can't exactly bring it up, but it's basically saying that you can never master everything, right? You sort of have to balance things out, right? So that's basically the quote itself. I'm just paraphrasing.
Yes.
Because there's always one area where you're strong at.
Exactly.
So like on all these things, like content, hosting, what else? Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't never forget that.
Yeah,
You are
yeah,
an
yeah.
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You also you had a radio host, huh?
Yeah, so I did that for a little while actually. I did that for a little while as well.
Because I remember at the time when we were speaking, and I was trying to tell you, bro, I would love to come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we were trying to make it happen, but then
Yeah.
me and my co-host at the time, we had a fallout and stuff like that. We had a fallout, but to answer to just go a bit about what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
So, and Arturo as well, to just go deep into the psyche of things, right? So when I was talking to G, and I was telling him, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, it's because I was passionate about all of it. You know what I mean? I'm a passionate person.
Yeah.
But what happened was, I wasn't great at one thing.
You were still trying to figure
I was
out.
still trying to figure out what's my passion.
Right now, do you think your main thing is to create content?
It's to create content. My main thing, my sole purpose is to create content.
Yeah.
I used to love hosting. I still do. Hosting was like, after playing basketball, was probably like my really first love.
Yeah.
Even before, I knew I loved hosting.
Yeah.
Before I loved making videos. But the thing was, with the videos, is the videos gave me that opportunity
Yeah.
to fully have full control. when I host, sometimes I don't have full control, and it's a constant battle of being in control of knowing what you're able of doing, what you can't doing. For a guy like me, I like being in control. I love hosting. Like, I remember the first time I hosted was high school, 2011, our bye-bye concert in front of the whole school. Like, the morning was the 7 and 8s, and that night was 9 to 12, and it was like, yo, like, everybody put your hands up. And I'm telling you, it doesn't get better than this. I can have videos right now to hit 10 million views, have videos with 2 million views. It doesn't erase that feeling. When you can tell that person, put your hands up, and they're looking at you and they do exactly what you say. But at the same time, is when you get consumed with your work and you're developing a skill. And I'm talking about content creation. You realize, like, damn, this is what I'm supposed to do, and I can get better at this. And people are asking me, like, are you gonna host again? Maybe I'm gonna host big festivals, but I'm done being in clubs, being at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm tired. I actually need to sleep a little bit, you know what I mean? Because
even with all this break with the pandemic, you still don't think when things open up back again, you're not gonna be going back and hosting?
I'll host
because that's like
two, three.
That's like
events.
a little.
The money.
That's another stream of income.
The money. I'm not gonna count. Like, the first 2-3 events after Corona, like, I'm doing an event called Mask Off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make a little money right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna do that. But after that, it's festivals or nothing. And I'm comfortable with knowing that my goal is to make people laugh. It's to make content on IG. And like you said, right? Again, adaptation. How do I reinvent myself for the next 10 years? Because the Reggie at 28 is definitely not gonna be the Reggie at 38. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how are we gonna do this? Maybe the content creation comes into, maybe I get comfortable and I wanna go to acting now. Maybe I'm ready to face my fears in acting. Maybe I'm ready to just be on TV. Maybe I'm ready to host a show. You know what I'm saying? So we're always reinventing ourselves. And Dr. Dre, in that episode, in that movie of NWA, when Suge Knight's bought all of his what's it called, his masters, and he said, you can have it, and he went off. I was like, this is my life right there. That right there, you can delete all my videos. It's all good. We're gonna recreate better ones, and that's my mentality.
That's good. I just think personally, you were just an entertainer. That's who you are. You know, like, you're just good being around people.
See, that's the thing, right? A lot of people were like, yeah, you're an entertainer. Yeah. But I'm not really, though.
You are. And that's something that you... No, I think because when you creating content, when you host, especially hosting, you know what I mean? You trying to hype...
Can I tell you a story about hosting? Can I tell you? Yeah, I want to know a story about hosting.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a story about hosting. We're going to be a lot of minutes in this. So, hosting, okay? I can tell you this. I'm in Montreal. I'm at the Olympia. I see Vision Dream. I'm seeing all these French stars, whatever. And I'm like, holy fuck. It's crazy. Because the last time I saw this was Frosh Week, when we had Nav come through. And I'm seeing these celebrities, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, but then, that switch comes. And when that switch comes, you go. So I get the...
So at first you're in a fan mode.
Yeah, you're in a fan mode. Okay. And then now it's like
switch to that.
You switch it at host.
Yeah.
And then you get fans as you're doing it. You see what I'm saying? And you're right in terms of the entertainer.
Yeah, you are, because you entertain the crowd before you bring out the big star.
You're right.
You know what I mean? And what's the most recent you host? I think it was when Wizkid came here.
Yeah.
That's the most recent one, right?
No, the most recent was Vision Dream.
Okay.
The French one.
In Ottawa?
Yeah, in Ottawa. Then in Montreal, sorry. And then Wizkid was the last one.
Here in Ottawa.
Yeah, here in Ottawa. Okay. Wizkid was crazy.
Yeah.
Wizkid was crazy.
I seen this.
I had like a whole bulletproof vest. I felt like I was 50 Cent.
I see some clips you were doing like push-ups on the stage.
Push-ups, yeah. You know I can't dance much, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta do different theatrics to get the crowd moving.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's entertaining, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Entertaining the crowd. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really want to get a good conclusion. Like you've and finishing university. So what you end up doing exactly in university?
So I took communications.
Yeah.
And then after that, went to the government. So been in the government for about 8 years.
Yeah, until now.
But it was in and out.
Yeah.
Also, so here's the thing. I'll tell you guys secrets, okay? So I got a job in between at the University of Ottawa. So I started hosting game days. I started hosting events for the Student Federation.
But like, how you get into that like host? Because they don't just pick.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So here's the thing. So I'm at the games.
Yeah.
I'm at the games, hyping the crowd.
Hyping the crowd.
See,
that's what I'm saying. That's entertaining.
But mind you, right? I've never had all of this at the same time. Like I've never been at the pinnacle of my success with videos and hosting at the same time. So it's gonna be crazy because it might come out where, yo, they know you as the host and they know you as the video guy. I haven't had that. It's always I'm popping out one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but before like we could say before the quarantine,
you
were host.
Yeah, I wasn't doing videos like that.
Content, I think it was like because of the timing, right? Can you say that because of the timing? Because he started creating more content when everybody were like when we were like the whole pandemic, during the whole pandemic. That's when he came like
guns blazing, bro. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Even now, people are not realizing I dropped videos for the last 2 weeks. I've been dropping a video every day except for the weekends. Except for the weekend, I'm like, nah, they need a break. They're seeing me too much.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get bored of me. But yeah, bro, it's crazy.
So yeah, you didn't answer my question.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I was trying to say. Like
after university.
No, university. You said they just pick you
to
host.
Yeah.
Because they don't just go and be like, oh, we want that guy. Because you gotta have what they're looking for.
So it's testament to God, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thank you to my Lord Savior Jesus Christ. To be very honest with you, it was just a question of perfect timing. I started doing game days as a part-time gig.
Part-time gig. So part-time gig. Get paid for that?
I was getting paid. Yeah, okay. I was getting paid to host. I'm with the mic. I'm at the basketball games. I'm freezing at rugby games. And then I got.
So not only basketball games.
Oh, bro! The first year, yo, they put me out. They put me out rugby. I don't know nothing about rugby. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching. It was girls rugby too, right? It's like, damn, these girls be rough like that. I seen girls tackle girls. I'm like, shit. Yeah. You know, I'm like,
man. That's not what rugby is.
And then, so they got me rugby, volleyball, football, basketball. I did all that. I was even down to do swimming. I was like, y'all put me in swimming. And just give me a man's name, I'll make it hype.
The money's good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So finally, with that resume that I had, I got a job at the University of Ottawa Student Federation.
Yeah.
And then they needed a host to host their shows. And they didn't want to pay an external host. So they got me because I was already an employee. I was like a staff employee. So the guy who was like around our age, he's like, yo, I need somebody to host the show. And then the girls are like, oh my God, yeah, Reggie, like, he's so great. Like, you won't even flip and believe it. Like, he's actually at the GGZ. I'm like, yo, like, no. Because I wasn't trying to do that because it was a big step now.
Yeah.
It's like, we're like.
Something that you haven't done before.
You know what I mean? Like, if you look at Ottawa U, it's like a step below Blue Stress. Literally. Because like Blue Stress, now we're talking about, and that's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. We want to go Blue Stress.
That's literally half of the city.
Half of the city. They're going to see your face.
Yeah.
They're going to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got into it like that. And I even had a chance to get my poster at the University of Ottawa. They gave me a billboard because of the work that I was doing. They really loved the work so much. They're like, hey, we want to put your face on the university. And that was pretty much cool for them.
So that's when you started getting those little hosts.
Those little hosts.
At the club.
Exactly.
And then you end up doing the whiskey.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then from the club, I met. Shout out to Slim and shout out to NP.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here without them for sure. I had a chance to get the connections. They're like, yo, I'm bringing Whiskey, you're my host. Yo, I'm bringing Vigitrine, be in Montreal for Sunday. Be in Montreal for Saturday. Like, they'd be like, yo, I need a host, you need to be here. I'll pay your Airbnb, just get there. I'm like, damn, okay. I'm seeing the money, I'm like, okay. Like, I like this lifestyle.
Yeah.
I like this fast life.
Yeah.
I really do. I truly do.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, you said you end up going to finish communication, started doing the radio hosting, and started doing the party hosting club.
Yeah.
That. And then quarantine happened. So what I want to know now going forward is just like, what's the vision behind? Because now you just started. You saw that you started the merch.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you started the merch. That's something that I wanted to talk about. That too.
So I got the CBR.
Yeah.
So Cash War Edge.
That's the brand.
So that's a brand.
Yeah.
However, the brand also means cash balance receipt. So every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every day we want to check how much money we have. That's our cash. The B, the balance. How much money do we have?
Yeah.
And the receipt, we keep tabs. The point of the closing, when I made the closing, was comfortable clothing. Because every time I went on trips, every time I was hosting, every time I was going out, I want to wear sweats. I want to just wear comfortable, relaxing clothes.
It's good though, because when you're doing all this, you're not just in one platform. Like, just imagine you're doing radio, you're doing hosting. You a brand, people looking at you. Why not, have your own brand? Because people supporting you, like, yo, I want to wear his shirt, I want to wear his hoodie, I want to wear his hat. I'm a fan of Reggie, you know what I mean? I want that. How can I support Reggie? You know what I mean? So when I saw, like, at first you came up with the hats, and then you did the tracksuit. Trust me, I know, bro. I follow you.
Respect.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you motivate me in terms of creating content and just being yourself. Because this podcast it's about encouraging people to be themselves and encouraging people to find their purpose in life. People who still trying to find their identity. You know what I mean? So everybody that I'm trying to bring here in the podcast is people who are themselves, people who are encouraging people to, like, look, you can be yourself, you can be funny, your story could change somebody else's story. You know what I mean? Because it's all about each one teach one. You know what I mean? So you just man, you great at what you do. Continue to be you. You know what I mean? And just keep coming with the content. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. And the content's gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my last name. I'm doing this for my parents.
That's what's up.
I see them grow.
That's all about. That's
really what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's to give my parents that life that they probably had and they probably did have. You know what I mean? And to just give them that. And my little brother as well. Is to be that example. You know what I mean? Because I was to myself, if I can inspire this little guy, then anybody else can be inspired by what I do. And I've always been a fan of let your work do the talking, and I also compare it to product placement. So just let it be there. Don't say anything. Don't put any emphasis in it. Just do what you gotta do. Because for me, what this is all about, it's for that one kid around the world to be like, damn, I don't maybe like what this guy's doing, but I could see myself trying to do some, or I could be like this guy, but I'm a teacher and I want to be the best teacher, or I see the passion this guy has, and I just want to take that and make it to my own, because I'm telling you, man, it's like, for me, my dad is the greatest example of a man to me, because I never see my dad look at another girl in front of me and say, oh, yo, she's fine. My dad's a father. You know what I mean? My dad's not the type of man to look at, oh, yo, she's cute. Or my dad don't talk that to me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I look at this man who's been with his wife for 40 years, and be like, holy fuck. Why is he so invested? Why is he so serious? You know what I'm saying? And then I had to channel what my dad had and put it in a video. My dad was never the type of man to come, yo, like, you know, like we're talking about, you know how it is with African parents, Caribbean parents. Most school ones don't do that. They don't talk to you about sex. My mom's different. My mom's like my homie. So my mom come through, she like, yo, like,
Make sure you wear a condom.
Like, make sure you wear a condom. I ain't want to have no Reggie Juniors.
I got that talk too, bro.
You know? I was like, I ain't want no Reggie Juniors and stuff like that. And my mom and my sister, so a lot of people don't know this, my relationship with my pops was a man knowing how to lead by example. But my sister and my mom put me on game on how to respect women, how to respect yourself, how to understand and how to appreciate someone. And that's why I respect and value women so much. And that's why I always, like you said earlier, right? Like controversy, politics, I stay far away from that because those two women, they're the first women to come to me when I have a video and I say something messed up. Because my sister, she called me on speed dial, remove your video. My sister will be like, remove your video. I'll be like, why? Like, I remember this one time, I had a video of like 300,000 views. My sister's like, remove this right now. I'm like, Naomi, you messing up my stuff right now. Like, I don't need this right now. Like, the video got views, it got shares. It's like, remove this. You're not doing right. I deleted it. But after that, I understood that the power of social media, the power of how we can influence someone to take that the wrong way. So you want to make sure that the message you have goes the wrong way. And for me, it's just like, I wouldn't be who I am without my sister, my mom, and my pops. And my broski and my brother. I don't talk much about my brother because
tell us a lot about your brother, man. Because
my brother, I try not to talk too much about my brother because I get emotional. But my broski went through 5 shoulder dislocations playing football. Okay,
that's crazy.
He had surgery.
How old is he right now?
He's 19.
That's 5, and he's only at 19.
He's only 19 in football, and I tell people this. If you don't like contact, if you can't stomach and don't put your kids, I have anxiety when my brother plays. I ain't gonna cap. When my brother plays, I'm not okay. My heart's racing through the roof. My heart is like out of my chest. My phone can be right here. You can be at the door. I'm not answering that door. I can't even speak to you. I'm locked into the game. I'm stressed out. I'm sweating. I'm like hyperventilating. Yeah. But my brother started playing football when he was 9 and brought him into the game. He became good. I'm a hater. I like to see my brother sucks. But
because he's better than you?
100%. And this guy at 14 at Team Ontario dislocated shoulder. Go through physio. But every time my brother dislocated his shoulder, it was a non-football related. See what I'm saying? So now we had to do surgery at 16. Was it 16? It was 16. He did surgery. I had to see this guy. I had to wake up every day. I'm bringing him to physio. I had to see this man bring himself back. You know what I'm saying? To 100%. And that's what people don't understand. Like,
how long is that process after that?
It was almost, to be very honest, it was almost 9 months to fully recover to the shoulder injury. So his final year of grade 12, he tweaks his other shoulder. So this one is clean surgery. It's a bionicle shoulder.
But how about the looks that you did? Like let's say, especially when it comes to scholarship, like grade 12, man, that's like you're about to.
So we're about to there's a lot at stake.
Yeah.
My brother injures his shoulder. 3rd game, he misses 4 games, and we were. I had to bring my brother out of the game. My best friend. I'm like, is he okay? I'm with my mom. My parents go to every game.
It's crazy support.
We're at every game, and we're seeing my brother. He makes the play, but he's holding his shoulder. And I'm telling my mom, fuck, it's his shoulder.
You knew right away.
I was like, it's his shoulder. And my brother I think he has some sort of a PTSD with his shoulder, but he shuts down. And he starts crying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm done. I'm devastated. Yeah. But I can't. And again, that's when you know how to you just gotta be strong. I'm like, listen, put your head up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna get through this again. Yeah. It's like what are you gonna do? We're gonna stop, or we're just gonna go through the whole process again.
You stop, but you keep going.
And that's what it is.
You so uncomfortable because you can't do anything. Because you moving when you move your hand, your shoulder. When you do moving like that, your shoulder.
Trust me.
You know what I mean?
He broke his shoulder making a tackle. So like he dislocated his shoulder making a tackle when he was 14. After that, it was just little stupid stuff, non-football related.
Yeah.
And then he gets to the States. So this is last year.
Okay.
My brother September goes to Florida, balls out, injures his shoulder first day of practice. Guess what? He plays 8 games with a messed up shoulder. And he's letting hits.
Big opportunity.
Big opportunity. He dogged it out. And we were just so
happy. It was
happy.
just a minor injury.
We don't know. With the shoulder, we get scared.
Okay.
So we just try to do everything we can to. It's kind of like how you're a boxer and your hands always break.
Yeah.
We do everything we can to play through it. You know what I mean?
So let's go back
to when he was hurt.
No, at the game, he injured your shoulder.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like down on himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
G and Arturo. So the kid is on the ground. He can't even take off his equipment, and he's like PTSDing. Yo, fuck. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like I can't be injured right now. Slamming, like going through the
Grade
roof.
12, huh?
Yo, like going through the like. I've never seen my brother snap like this in my life. My brother like lost it, and I had to tell him, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you? Calm the flip down.
It's not the first time.
I'm like, yo, alright, bet. You mess up your shoulder, alright, you're gonna miss games. Is your shoulder dislocated? No. We don't know what it is.
I think it's because you knew this is last year.
PTSD. It's all mental. At that moment on, and the message I was trying to make him understand, it's like, you have to reinvent yourself. And it comes back to the whole interview that we've been having. How do you adapt?
A major setback for a major
comeback. So then, what did he do? He missed a few games. Luckily, it wasn't crazy, and he balled out, killed it. You know what I'm saying? And I realized at that time that my brother is special.
It has to be.
And I realized at that time that my brother's a dog.
Yeah.
There's nothing else, and that's where he inspired me to be a greater person, because this guy is the type of guy, he can be playing video games all night. Okay? He has a camp tomorrow. Mind you, he's been going to bed at like 4 a.m. every day. He's the first one sleeping. He's the first one up. He's the first one up at 5:30, dressed, ready to go, dressed, ready to go, watching film. My brother, and a lot of people don't know this football thing, but he's the borderline pro. He's watching tape. He's watching tapes. He's replaying, and I always tell him, like, I don't know who's gonna be with you, but your girl, she gonna have to sacrifice a lot, because you have film study. You have a short window to be with someone. You know what I mean? And I seen this man do his thing, and
at a very young age.
At a very young age, and I remember when him being 8. Yo, listen, this is my OSAP money. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, this is my OSAP money you fucking with right now.
Yeah.
So like, you better fucking be good. I got all my niggas coming to the game. You better do something.
Yeah.
My child don't even know what the flip he was playing. You know what I'm saying? But I seen this kid grow up to the man, and I'm proud of him. And let's just keep grinding right now. You know?
That's good, man. That's good.
And I just want to say big shout out to Bobby, aka Romance Stacks, real quick. Another reason why I restarted making videos was Bobby.
Oh, Bobby?
Bobby was like, yo, man, like, what are you doing? Like, drop content. He's like, get yourself a better phone. Get yourself a camera. I got myself a setup. I just want to say thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Yo, funny thing, I'm not one to tell Bobby, yo, bro, you should be creating content. Mm-hmm. Because for him, it was just about like being funny. Mm-hmm. Being funny for no reason. Being funny. Because he's naturally funny. Yes. He could be a comedian.
Oh, he's a comedian.
You know what I mean?
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian. He could just... If Bobby shows up here right now, we'll be all laugh. You know what I mean? That's Bobby. And I told him, I encouraged him, yo, bro, start doing videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I remember when he started doing videos, he started doing the story, just telling stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It'd be like, yo, bro, I told you, man, you good at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the one thing about Bobby, consistency.
That's what it's all about.
But like when I say that, but I don't know if it's because the passion has to be there for you to be consistent, right? Mm-hmm. The passion has to be there. So I don't know if he's fully all the way there with.
I think with Bobby, and he's a talented person.
He is.
He's 23. He'll figure it out.
He can do so much, bro.
He'll figure it out. It's
rap.
Like for me,
You know what I mean?
Secret. I embody consistency. when I say content king, I mean I'm consistent.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta claim that.
Like,
that's what I love when people claim that. It's like Muhammad Ali when he says he's the greatest. He proved that he was the greatest. You know what I mean?
It's like when I tell people I'm Ottawa's most popular man. It's not because of the followers.
Yeah.
It's because everywhere I go, best believe somebody like, oh, the Reggie guy. The Reggie guy. Yo, the Reggie. Yeah, I know the Reggie guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Consistency is the key to success. If you're not consistent, you're not going to be successful. I don't care who you are, what you say. I always say this: a business always runs, whether you like it or not. Like even the way I run my Instagram, it's a business. Every day, new video, post the logo.
You're an entrepreneur, bro.
Exactly, guys.
You are. So this coming to
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's in regards to motivation. It might be a 3-part question. So, how long have you been doing your overall content?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
All right.
Took a pause for a minute, and
You know the pause, eh? Yeah, you know the pause.
Yeah. That's what you were doing mostly, host.
Yeah, you know the pause. I disappeared.
Yeah.
From the face of the planet, and then I dropped a video back. So I had a strategy. I had a strategy to take over Ottawa.
Yeah.
And then I had a strategy to take over Montreal. Now I'm taking over Montreal.
Because last time I spoke to you, you're like, yo, we doing big numbers in Montreal.
Yeah, we're doing crazy numbers.
Yeah.
We're doing crazy numbers in Montreal.
Yeah.
You know? And that's where I'm able to utilize my French. And that's where I'm able to like be like those.
Oh, that's so true.
That's why I'm able to be like those French
Speak
Montreal
French,
people.
yeah.
So that's why now in Montreal, they think I'm from Montreal. I'm not from Montreal. You know?
But you don't really do French
skits. I will. I'm thinking about it. And again, it comes down to not forcing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Okay, so for a lot of us, motivation is something that easily comes and goes.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't have the ability to maintain that motivation, in which it later turns into consistency. And after consistency, it turns into a habit. And once it becomes a habit, you don't really have to think about it too much because it becomes part of your routine.
Yeah.
Right? So how have you maintained your motivation over the past 10 years?
Yeah, I'm about to tell you guys some real shit, and I'm gonna keep it above and honest with you.
Yeah.
And that's from the bottom of my heart. People that are successful are not okay. I am obsessed with results. That's really what it is. That's why I work out. I'm obsessed with knowing that I'm improving my body and that I'm staying healthy as much as I can. And for me, the reason why I've been able to keep going for 10 years is because I had people come to my face and be like, yo, Reg, you ain't funny. I had people tell me you ain't shit. And those same people are now like, yo, I'm trying to be in your video. And the good guy that I am, I put them in my video.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Instead of being petty, is to make you understand that same person you didn't shit is that same person that was nice enough and humble enough to say, I want to work with you. And the thing is, when you are chasing a goal, you're not all the way okay up here. My sister tells me all the time, I might be a little bit crazy, you know what I mean? Like knock on wood. This is wood, I'll knock on wood over there, but okay, perfect. But it's, you have to have that sense of getting it because you gotta wake up. I always tell people, you go to work, you gotta go to school to get your education. So why can't you be consistent in things you love? It's the easiest thing to do. So for me, it's like, you're telling me that all I have to do today is drop a video. And I can't do that? It doesn't matter whether, keep in mind, right? Like, you have to know your demographic, you gotta know what time to post your videos. But your job is, if, for example, for me, my job is, and it's funny because I tell people this all the time, I created myself a stress. I created a product, and I want the world to accept the product. So every day I'm waking up to make you appreciate the product and appreciate the value of the product. Kind of like your brand. You want people to appreciate your brand. But how are people going to appreciate your brand if you don't appreciate your brand yourself by not being consistent? And I tell people this all the time. I am obsessed.
Dropping gems, bro.
I am obsessed with results. There's no talent.
There's no time.
This is hard work.
This is work.
This is obsession. I'm obsessed to getting to where I need to be.
And claiming
where I need to be.
Title, content king.
And that's what it is. It's obsession. There's no hard work. There's no talent. It's like my brother. I tell him all the time, be obsessed. I'm obsessed with hard work. I'm obsessed with being great. I want to be great. I'm obsessed about being successful. That's why I wanted that.
That's why you built a gym in your house.
In my house. A lot of people don't understand. I
built a full gym in a basement in your house.
I took disrespect. Like, I took a low-key disrespect from one of my friends.
Yeah.
And I said, I bet. I built a gym in 8 months.
Well, everybody's slacking during quarantine. You put in the work.
I'm putting in work. Y'all see
and you make videos while you put in the work.
100%.
Even today, you
so they can see that so they can see that I dropped 3 videos.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym for 2 hours. I'm hating every moment of it. You know what I'm saying?
Up, bro.
But that's what it is. It's be obsessed.
That's what's up, man. You're not lying, man. Everything that you say is facts. It's facts because you put it out there. They see it. You know what I mean? It's facts.
People want to know about my personal life. That's the closest thing they'll know. It's the workouts.
Yeah, the workouts.
Me in the gym. That's the closest thing they'll know. You know, and a lot of people think I'm not a personal, private person. I am. I really am. I hate the fact that they think that I'm not, but it comes.
They think you put everything out there.
Yeah, people think I put everything out there. I don't.
Yeah, it's good, bro. So like, this is one of the segments of this podcast. We kind of like go through
Actually, before we go into that segment, I have another question.
Okay.
And it might be a 2-part again. So the first one is, have you ever experienced burnout with all the content that you've heard?
Yeah, I have. I actually have.
Can you share how you went about that and managed?
Yeah. I had a writer's block. A bit about how you said you were forcing in a sense.
Yeah. But it's not natural. You just know yourself. Yo, this is not natural.
Yeah, like
I just forcing it. I just don't feel it.
So I had a writer's block.
Yeah.
So I had a pressure of posting content so much, and I was like, I posted so much, I can miss a day, they won't even notice it. So I let ideas come to me. So when I am burned out and I don't have ideas, I chill, and my team comes to me. I have a phase where I do my material where I reload. So I'm gonna film like 8, 9. I'm gonna disappear for maybe like 2 days.
It's good because I know that, like, now I'm fresh. I went back on social media. I have ideas flowing every day, bro. Like the video I'm gonna drop it today, you're gonna see, bro. I promise you, something different, crazy. It's gonna, like, you know what I mean? But like, when you take a break and you just focus on yourself, there's so much that comes to your mind, comes to you. When the whole focus edges you, nobody else. You know what I mean? Of course, your family, you know what I mean? But like, when you like doing your me time, when you actually taking time for yourself, bro, the idea is gonna flow like water. You know, because you focus you on like, oh, what's next? What's something that I really like, that I wanna do? Something that you really like, and not something that they really like. Something that you really like, that you wanna create.
Also, the second part question.
Yeah, the second part of that question, you basically stated a little bit of it. How have you sort of balanced everything that you've been doing? Because it seems like it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know, man.
A lot of breakups, a lot of being single, a lot of sacrifices. I've done a lot of sacrifices in my life, and I'm at a point in my life where now my brother's older.
Yeah.
That time I was giving to my brother, I don't need to give it that much anymore.
Because he's gone.
He's gone. He's doing his thing now. He's like,
so much extra time now.
He's a grown man. I can just
because
I can go to his practices when I want. I can go to his things when I want.
You know, when we were talking off camera and you said your brother left, I was depressed. I felt that because, bro, I remember seeing you every place. Then not a minute your brother's not there.
Yeah.
In the gym, he's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys at the mall, he's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's such a private person, and he doesn't leave. Like, see, quarantine didn't change my brother. My brother he's a hermit. He's been in the gym in the basement.
Yeah.
Was for my brother. It wasn't even for me, because I was like, "Kid, you gotta up your numbers in the
gym." So he has invested a lot of money in the gym.
Yeah, he helped me a lot.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Yo, listen, we need dumbbells."
So you like, the main reason was because of your brother.
But main reason, I was like, this kid has to lift weights. I was like, he has to lift weights. He has to be strong. He has to be big. And when my brother left, it didn't hit me till the night. I was like, Nate, oh shit, he's not here. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, I couldn't watch TV.
Yeah.
I stopped even going to church. I was
because
like,
you guys. That was your buddy.
Yeah, that was my church buddy.
Yeah.
It was tough for me to go to church by myself, and I was like, but it helped me to be comfortable by being alone, because I was never ever alone.
Yeah.
So knowing how to be alone really helped me.
Focus on yourself.
And focus on myself, and then that's where I became just consumed by videos, boom, interviews, boom, videos left, videos right. And my mom,
you have the time to like marinate and just think.
Yeah, my mom was just like, just keep grinding. And to see my mom watch the videos, to see my mom like the videos, that's what matters to me.
That's good.
Like, as long as the people that are in my life appreciate, like, I don't really care what people think about the videos.
That's it.
As long as the people close to me fuck with it and they're supporting me. You know, I support people, man.
Yeah,
like, I'm not a hater.
I do the same.
I support.
And you see by the way the question that I'm saying that like things like you, it's obvious that I do follow. You know what I mean? That I see your stuff. I might not like everything.
I was surprised. Like some questions you asked, I'm like, damn, he knows.
Yeah, man. Because I might not like. I like to be in and out because I don't like every time I go on social media it's for a purpose. You know what I mean? If I'm going to post, or I'm going to send some messages, or I'm going to answer some messages, you know what I mean? But like, I like to have purposes when I go on social media. But like, I do see it. I might not like everything, but I do see it.
I know we're coming close to the end. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say big shout outs to French people as well.
Yeah.
Content creators that speak French as well.
Yeah.
Or bilingual French creators as well. And the reason why I say this is if you're bilingual, and I'm coming from the heart right now, I started making a series called Sliding in the DMs, DM Chronicles, where I am doing voice
recent
that
you're doing.
So doing voiceovers, right?
Yeah.
And my English followers, they don't understand French, which is a shame, but it's
you do it in French?
But I do it in French because it's really funny.
Okay.
Like if I start speaking that French Creole, we call it Franc Creole, you know what I'm saying? It's lit. And for me, it's don't care too much about the language, just be you. And I'm starting to being able to jug it out with doing French material, doing English material. And please guys, if something works, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, don't listen to anybody. Look at your numbers and keep doing what you're doing.
That's it.
Because people are gonna say, yo, we're tired of this, but you're getting a lot of shares from that. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a lot of views from that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's my advice to you guys. French creators out there, don't limit yourself because everybody speaks English or whatever the case may be. Be you. Somebody's gonna watch. I'm telling you. Trust me. I promise.
The more you listen to the criticisms, of course, if they're not constructive, you're pretty much putting yourself in the label that everyone else is in. So if you stay to yourself, then you're unique, you're your own self, and that's what people will gravitate towards.
And that leads me to my last question. My last question is, what is the biggest criticisms that you got?
Stop doing French videos.
That's the biggest?
One of the biggest. And that disrespected me. And that disrespected me, I'm gonna tell you why. Because, and it's not like they said stop making French videos, but like we don't understand. So I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna start putting subtitles in it. But at the same time, the French videos is making me who I am, and it's showing people who Reggie really is.
Oh, okay.
Reggie's Frenchy.
Yes.
I speak French.
That's your
like as much as I sound like I don't speak French, I speak very good. Like when I start speaking French, you'll be like, damn, you don't speak a lick of English. Yeah. And then I switch up and I speak like this, you know what I'm saying? But like the biggest criticism that I ever got was the inconsistency in the visuals of how, and I'm saying real shit, of how my material looks. That's one of the biggest criticisms I got, because visuals, everything, as you guys know, you know what I'm saying? You have the backdrop. You don't want to see something blue coming out of nowhere. So I've always been trying to fix that. Those are one of the biggest ones, as well as, I'm being brutally honest, damn. And one of the other ones, as well, is being yourself.
That's it.
And this is why I'm here. I'm being authentic to the core. I'm being real. People have told me you need to focus on the material in terms of the visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I tell them, but Instagram also removes it. But that just means just, taking it the wrong way, low key. Yeah. But you learn to accept it.
That's it.
And I've always taken criticism. I say, bet, I got you. And then I try my best to rectify it. But at the end of the day, if I have to be happy with it, I can't. And it's tough because if you're not satisfied with how it looks, that's on you. Because I put in the work. I'm the one not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one putting the material out. I'm the one sacrificing my integrity when this goes out. Because people will be like, oh, this is not funny, or like, this is hilarious. It's like, a lot of times people are gonna say, don't drop this video, but that video can give you 1 million views. That one video I never wanted to drop.
You gotta try, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to try. Like, you can't really listen to people because, like, let's say for like say my case, right? When I do like little clips, little motivational clips, my first thought.
Who's your favorite motivational speaker?
I'll say, man, it's between two. It's between Eric Thomas, Inky Johnson.
I feel like Eric Thomas is like the Michael Jordan of this thing. You know what I'm saying?
He is, but Inky.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, the best one is like,
bro.
the one I like about my Eric Thomas is like, do you want to breathe? Yo.
Yeah, he's intense. It's emotional, and I feel like I'm kind of like ET. But like, the one thing that I wanted to say is when I do my motivational clips, the intention right away is I put that in my mind. It's for those who need to listen to the message. I'm not even thinking of the people who's gonna say negative things about it, or people who's gonna say like, I'm thinking for those that can relate to it, those who gonna be like, yo, you inspire me. That like, it's the intention. You know what I mean? When you creating content, when you putting videos out there, if you have the mindset that your intentions are good, that's what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's what you have to care about. You know what I mean? Because I don't care about anything else. If I'm gonna get negative vibe about it, I'm only thinking about those who really need that message. You know what I mean? That's it.
Like they say, right? 100,000 people are gonna find you beautiful, millions gonna find you ugly.
You can't satisfy everybody. You can't.
That's what it
you
is.
can either be one of the nicest, you can be one of the most rude person. You can't satisfy everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't, you know what I mean? And that's why you always have to be yourself. Because when you're not being yourself, bro, you so beautiful being you.
Exactly.
You so much better being you. You just don't know it. You know what I mean? But you think it's cool because they think I'm cool when I'm being like this, bro. But you're not being yourself. You know what I mean? So that brings us to the last segment of the podcast. So this segment, we have a code, and we're just gonna elaborate on this code. So the code that I have for today is the way you think, it changes the process. Can you elaborate on that?
The way you think changes the process.
Yeah.
So when I hear something like that, is you can have different type of scenarios going through your head.
Yeah.
But the way you think it through is how the process is going to be executed. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? That's how I bring it to me. So for example, the way you can think about this video idea, I can think about the same video idea, but the critical thinking behind it, maybe I put one step over the other. Maybe I put one step after the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I would perceive it. You know what I'm saying?
How about you?
The first thing that came to mind was another quote. I'm not sure. I'm paraphrasing again. What you think is what will get materialized into something. It's basically saying, like, whatever it is that you envision, whatever it is that you think as a motivation, as a goal, your mindset will pretty much change in a way that fits the process of you reaching that goal. So that's how I take it.
And for me, I could just say, it's like the way you think, it changes the process. It changes everything. Like, we can be, like, let's say you're thinking of doing a video, right? But you don't really have that confidence. You think you're so negative about it. I don't think this is gonna do well. Guess what? It's not gonna do well. Because you're thinking down, you're thinking negative about it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But you have, like, let's say you're around 5 people, right? And you tell them, yo, this idea, you wanna do this. You have so much confidence about it, right? You're so positive about it. But the people around you, let's say your boys are telling you, no, bro, this is whack. You know what I mean? I don't think this is gonna people not gonna relate to it, and then you don't listen to your friend, you go end up doing it. Next thing you know, and it ends up just like you visualize it. And when people come to you, be like, yo, how did you know? Bro, I just had a really positive belief that this was end up like it happened. You know what I mean? That's why I really believe the way you think, it changes the process. And I have this thing, like, right, the way I try to think positive on everything that happens now, with the experience and the wisdom that I have now. Everything that happens to me, let's say something really bad happens to me, I try to find something positive about it. Let's say, like last time, like I told you, I live 30 minutes away from the city. Like my tire, I had a flat tire and I was in the middle of nowhere, you know, and I was trying to think, because I've been in a situation before, but I never reacted that way. So I was trying to think, I was trying to find something positive about it, you know, like what's something positive that I can find in this situation right now? Because it's just really the way you think, because it was early in the morning, because I leave the house super early, right? I was like, what's something that I can find on positive on this situation? I just like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna call the tow company. They're gonna pick up my car, drop it to my mechanic, and then go to work after that. And thing happened exactly, you know what I mean? But imagine I got mad and, you know, I put so much negative into my mind, and next thing you know, you just ruin your whole day.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just really like the way you think, you have a positive mindset. This is why on every video I say positive vibes only. You know what I mean? Just really just trying to turn everything into a positive. Yeah. So this brings us to an end. Yo, thank you already for coming out, bro.
Thank you so much for having me.
You know what I mean?
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro.
Shout out to my moms. I love you, mom. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my nephew. Happy birthday, Nisa. Niece's birthday on Sunday. My dad's birthday as well. Shout out to Pops, Broski, Yusuf, Stevie in Boston, all my family in Boston. I love y'all to death. And to everybody that watches me, Cash Boreg, everything IG. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate y'all. Respect.